Oftentimes, there's a little extra zip on the plate when you're eating in a restaurant with the family's name on the side of the building.
And that is the case for a decades-old restaurant up in Covington that's got a taste of the old country. We're checking out Cucci's Pizzeria in this week's Hometown Eats.
It's kind of more than just food, it's a meeting place. It's just like coming home to your family every day.
Since 1977, the Allegheny Highlands has been grabbing a slice of the old country and a taste of Sicily from a family with a catchy name. Welcome to Cucci's Pizzeria on Madison Avenue in Covington.
Every time you're here, I'm reminded of family.
Marco and Giuseppe Cucci can be found at their 300-seat restaurant more than their own homes.
I visit my house.
Yeah.
But when customers and employees become like family, it's kind of like being at home.
We got our name on it, so we take pride in it, and we wanted to keep going on.
Before we look to the future, it's important to look back at how Cucci's is closing in on 50 years in business. Victor Cucci came to New York from Sicily looking for work, and he fell in love with a girl named Janet, who can also be found at the restaurant most days. So, what was it that brought an Italian guy and a Jersey girl to Covington? Opportunity.
Covington was booming. My uncle had drove through and said, "Man, you got to come here. This is a spot."
Once they had the city, they found the space. The Cucci's moved into an old burger joint called Buddies and Sonny's.
Him and my mother, perfected the sauce to what it is today.
Trial and error.
A lot of trial and error until we got it just right.
And if you need proof of if it's right, the first customer, Gene Wood, still comes to Cucci's multiple times a week.
Yeah, we've been having fun here ever since.
They outgrew the old burger joint and built what you see today in 1987, adding pictures of friends, family, and even a prized fish along the way.
You don't just see our pictures, you see your pictures as well.
One of the faces on many, and sadly can now only be seen on the photos, is Victor, who the family lost in May of 2021.
When it happened, it was scary, but we, made a promise to him that we were going to be there and take care of it. We know that he was always here anyway. He's still watching us. Plus for Mom too, we do it for her.
The Cucci boys have carried on the legacy well by continuing to serve up what's been bringing people through the doors for generations.
We usually eat here maybe twice a week, at least once, positively.
I sit in this chair almost every day.
Not only does Cucci's attract locals, the reputation reaches beyond borders to people like Rick and Carol, who came down from New Haven, Connecticut.
Up in Connecticut, we have Pepe's Pizza, which is supposed to be like the #1. And if you like burnt pizza, go to Pepe's.
Yeah, but no, don't like it.
This was just right.
This was
sauce was
pizza.
perfect.
The salad bar is always a big hit.
The salad bar is the best.
Of course, the pizzas.
We got a Sicilian.
That's a big pizza.
Yes, it is. It's good.
It's going to feed us for dinner and breakfast.
Good flop. Beautiful flop. That is delicious.
Another hit item, the turnovers. No, not dessert turnovers, but pizza turnovers. People in Covington were actually having a hard time pronouncing calzone when Cucci's first opened, so Victor came up with the idea.
The way my father would describe it is like a pizza turned over,
And that's what it comes from.
Hence the turnover. So that's why we're the only ones that got turnovers on the menu.
You call it calzone, they call it turnover. This turnover, packed full goodness.
Today I'm eating the sloppy Cucci. Mixed with hamburger, it's got peppers, onions, obviously the secret sauce.
You really do feel like you're part of the Cucci's family. From the sign honoring Victor's parking spot out back to the warm reception you get from staff, even the daily hand-cut dough before it comes out of the oven piping hot. The Cucci brothers, they got plans to keep this place going for another 50 years and beyond.
It makes me want to work harder and make sure we do it right, do it the same way, be consistent. That's what people like, and keep that going for the next generation.
Cucci's Pizzeria, a Sicilian hometown eat with no plans to slow down.
It's funny, Mel, the big table where they had the 982 pounds of pizza dough on it. It's actually the table is bowed. That one, and then there's some other tables in the kitchen that they've had for 50 years that they've worked and kneaded and gotten into it.
Yeah.
But a bunch of the tables have bowed up, or I guess bowed down, because there's been so much food that's gone off of the table out to the customers. And it's funny too.
Now that's good stuff.
Marco and Gus were telling me, they said that a lot of times they'll be in the back and they know people by the way the order comes through. And if there's something that's off, whether maybe no onion or no peppers or something like that, they'll ask the waitress, oh, hold on, make sure that they said this because this is not what they normally order. And they said they've also had phone calls from husbands. They're like, Gus, help me out, man. I can't remember my wife. Does she need this or does she need that? They're like, I got you. She needs this.
Is this our anniversary or is it not our anniversary?
And the sauce you can buy in bulk. Gus, I called him the other day, last week. I said, I'm not running the story until next week. He's like, have you tried the sauce yet? Have you made your own thing? Gus, no, I haven't. I still haven't. I promise you, as soon as I make it, I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to send it to you.
What more can I say?
Tell him I sent you.